When the strike initially started around February, I was still hopeful that they would call off the strike very soon. So I was engaging with my academics, studying day and night. I can even say that I studied more around that time. Then after 2 months, I realized that since they won't call off the strike anymore, so I decided to engage in a lot of things. I started learning programming. I started making plans for my YouTube channel. And during that period of time, while trying out different new things, I learned a lot of lessons by trying different things and then failing, trying some of them and actually succeeding. So in this video, I'll be sharing some of the lessons I learned. The first lesson I learned is focusing on a few things is more effective than trying a lot of things all at once. Now, when the strike initially started, I wanted to learn programming. I wanted to focus on my YouTube channel. I wanted to focus on my learning community. I wanted to be reading my books as well, be keeping in touch with my academics. Now, what I realized during this period of time is I was even unable to focus on just a single one. Like, I was even unable to get maximum results in any one of them. So it's best to just focus on a single thing. And then towards around like a month ago or 2 months ago, then I started to focus on so these things I decided to focus on were just my YouTube channel, my learning community, and my personal development. So I've removed programming. And what I've realized during that period of time is I've been getting like way better results than engaging in all those different things that I did when the strike initially started. The second lesson I learned is set a standard for yourself. Setting a standard requires you bringing out certain actions you are required to take. Probably like you're going to like spend 2 hours on social work. These are the things you expect from yourself. Or I won't like blame myself too much if the result does not come out very well, but I'll try my best to make sure I put in my maximum effort. Those are standards that you set for yourself, rather than just focusing on the goal. Once you focus on the standard, like, oh, okay, I'll be reading for 2 hours every day, then in the long run, I'm very certain that, okay, in the long run, it will definitely yield a result. I'll definitely be better in whatsoever I'm trying to focus on. So that's the standard. Studying for 2 hours is a standard, and it's something that is achievable, it's something that is within your control. Now, the third lesson is enjoy the process. When I initially started my YouTube channel, I was focusing more on the scores, not on the process of being a very good YouTuber. I was just focusing more on the number of subscribers I have and the number of views my video has. But then during this ASUU strike, I've been able to realize that most of these things I was looking out for will definitely take care of themselves if I just enjoy the process. And one other thing I realized by enjoying this process is I tend not to be depressed, not to be affected by the results I get when I put in effort. Like now, if I release a video now and it probably just gets like 10 views or 17 views, I won't even like really be bothered. I'll just look at the analytics, check the analytics, and look at how I can actually improve myself to just make the next video better. Focusing on the process will make the journey way less depressing and more fun than just focusing on the result alone. The fourth lesson is self-governance. Now, I learned this when I attended ELC Summit around May. Self-governance basically entails that you make do with what you have to make yourself better. A lot of people tend to complain about not having enough resources, enough material to learn a skill. You have all you need. So far, you have a mobile phone and your internet. Just search. And one other thing I've realized is there are a lot of opportunities online as well too. We just don't know it. It's until we actually take it upon ourselves to actually put in the work to actually get to the root of it, to know more about it. It's until then that we'll start to see improvements. You can learn a lot on the internet, a lot about different skills that will make you a better person, that will make you a more employable person. You can learn basically any skill on the internet. So far, you have your mobile phone and then you have your data subscription. The fifth lesson I learned is fix the input and the output will take care of itself. What I've spent time observing with a lot of students, like UTM students and post-UTM students, is we all generally as a student tend to focus more on I want to get this score. If I get this score, I'll gain admission. Rather than doing that, if we focus on the process, on the input, what can I do to actually control the outcome? What you can do to control the outcome is just what? Study better, study effectively, practice questions. Now, if you focus on those things, your own input, because you don't have any control over the output, so it's better for you to just focus on what is within your capability. And by focusing more on what is within your capability, you won't overthink all these things a lot. You just focus more on what you can control, what is within your limit. which is studying. Like for me now, for my YouTube channel, I can't really influence the number of people that actually watch it. I already have a little control over that. I can't really influence how other people will see the video. All I can do is just make sure that I make the video better, make it something that people will watch, and that's all I can do. That's me focusing on the input, and focusing more on the input will definitely yield the results. So far you are putting in the right amount of effort in the right places, the output will definitely take care of itself. The sixth lesson I learned is focus on your trajectory rather than your result. When you start putting the effort, you are studying bit by bit, you will most likely not see the result immediately, because most of all these things tend to like compound. And if you are focusing on the result, when you study for like, after you studied for like 2 weeks and then you did a mock, the mock result was not really encouraging. If you focus on the result, you will not be encouraged to actually keep studying. But then if you focus more on the trajectory, okay, the end result is for me to actually score very high in this exam, and enough for me to do that, let me just be reading and just focus on that. Regardless of the scores that you are having in the mock exams you are taking or the tests you are taking, you are still focusing more on where you are going, which is getting a very high score. Maybe it's not academics that you are focusing on, probably you are trying to learn a skill within a short period of time. Initially, when you start learning the skill, it will be very difficult for you. But then since you are not focusing on the results that you are getting at the moment, and you are focusing on the end result, on the direction that you are going to, you will most likely not be discouraged. And then you keep pushing till the work that you are putting in then will compound to give you the final result, and then it will take you to your destination. The seventh is practice delayed gratification. And the delayed gratification require you to not submit to your pleasure side, delaying some comfort, some prices, some pleasure, enough for you to actually improve yourself, enough for you to actually get some things done. For example, you need a new PC, you need a new laptop, and you got a job and you are being paid like 40,000 naira, 40,000 naira, or probably even lesser. Now, rather than paying the salary as you are getting it, you can decide to just save like 25,000 naira of the 40,000 naira every month till you are able to get the amount of money that you need to purchase a new system. You could have just spent the entire money and just flex and just enjoy yourself. Delayed gratification is you actually pausing enjoyment to attain a certain goal or to purchase a certain thing that you desire for so long. So that's all these major lessons I've learned during this ASUU strike. So drop it down in the comment section below. Which lessons have you learned during this strike? And if you like this video, kindly hit the like button. And if you have not subscribed yet, kindly consider doing so. See you guys in my next video.